Good evening, everyone. We want to thank you for coming out tonight.
Blakely PTO counts on your support to help us deliver lots of incredible programs.
It really takes a community to create a program that we have, and it's a program that I'm proud of.
Building community among the parents, teachers, and students here at Blakely is important to our PTO.
And so we host events like our annual back-to-school family picnic, family game night, and bingo night.
In addition to holding other regular all-school events like the holiday shop, the maker fair, and the book fair.
PTO has just really continued to be supportive of all the projects I do. This year I asked for a couple of iPads and they were able to fund that. When you go to view their artwork with this app, it comes alive.
What's that sound? And where do you go back to blend it?
Yeah. In kindergarten, kids start to learn how words are formed and how they sound.
I.
It's a separate word.
What a great way to say it. Separate.
And one of the ways that the PTO has helped support our kindergartners is through funding the Phonemic Awareness Program.
This is just one of the many educational programs that the PTO funds.
There's a king
Oh, somebody said it's a king of Ing word. That's the other thing I wanted to show you.
Our teachers love the materials. It's amazing to see the kids progress throughout the year.
Going to...
Accelerated Reader is so misunderstood. It allows us to give kids choice to read a book that's just right for them. So in any given class at Blakely School at any time, you'll have 25 kids reading 25 different books.
Accelerated Reader, kids love that. Kids love reading books, taking tests. They love working towards those end of the year awards.
So it gives us a lot of freedom to differentiate for readers. Kids can find books that they love and that are at a good level for them. So we're incredibly fortunate to have that tool.
An important part of a day at school is not just sitting in the classroom, but moving around outside, playing together, having fun. And so the PTO also supports recess equipment and PE equipment. With groundbreaking of the new Blakely starting next month, we stand ready to help with other additional recess and gym equipment needs as the interim playground is happening and when the new building is finished in 2019.
Morphographs is absolutely about just getting the building blocks of spelling. So it's starting at the foundation of looking at all words. R-E-F-I-L-L-A-B-L-E.
Refillable.
Okay, listen carefully. And we're firmed up. We're all answering together. R-E-F-I-L-L-A-B-L-E.
Refillable.
Very nice. What's the first morphograph in misspend?
Miss.
Teaching spelling through morphographs, it helps the students identify not just how to spell certain chunks of the word, but what does each chunk mean, and then what does how do those chunks fit together to form the actual definition of that word. What's great about it is by February, March, we start to see it in their decoding skills as they read. As they're writing, they're able to kind of add new prefixes or suffixes. It really becomes more than a spelling program in that it enriches everything involving ELA.
Reflex math has, in my view, been a game changer in second grade. We have tried so many different things, and they might work at first, but all became sort of drudgery, and none of those programs were able to get kids to get fast enough to remember those facts. It's all about how fast you can get. You have to be fluent to not forget the facts, and Reflex does that because it's so engaging. The kids really beg for it. They think they're in a video arcade. That works for me. 20 minutes a day, it won't kill them. And the fact that they want to do it means that they make more progress. So we're really grateful for that.
The Maker Faire last year was absolutely a huge success. There was a lot of planning, a lot of preparation that went into it. PTO, volunteers, teachers, planning, and then the night came, and I don't think anyone was prepared for that level of success.
What I saw that night was just so exciting. The children and their parents were so engaged in learning together. again in different ways of their own choosing.
You could just feel this real excitement in the air that day and that night and then after.
Just an amazingly fun night for our community.
I love the climbing wall in the gym. I love the fact that the robotics team from the high school came over. I loved the putt-putt golf course. I spent a lot of time with my fourth graders kind of building those and putting those together.
I think people learned a lot about their fellow students too, about the things that they create at home on their own and their passions, which was really neat in the individual projects.
Talking about like control variables and independent variables, because we had to figure out if a liquid is too sweet, will it actually gel, or if it's too acidic, will it gel? And so we had a lot of fun playing around with that. They started to be able to realize that you know, in order to really make a connection and really identify one thing, you really need to have it isolated.
We had an incredible amount of volunteers that we had to get, and the PTO rallied.
Blakely is a really special place, and we're a special place because of the people that are a part of our community. So thank you.